DjGoHam is back, and it's a brand new week in Farming Simulator. Today we got a new tractor from Chris and Riley, a new mini excavator, and a new version of Saxlingham, which, to be fair, I'm a little bit late to the party on. If you like staying updated with all the biggest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribe. Let's check it all out. Starting off with Chris S. and Riley S., we finally get to see the tractor and a livery that they teased a couple weeks ago, and it's a Kubota M7. If all went according to plan, the mod should already be with Giants awaiting testing. They were just finishing up a few things late last week. The tractor itself will have US, EU, or no warning configurations, window tinting, row crop wheels, front loader option, precision farming, and a bunch of other things, as well as the usual craziness that you would expect from a Colossus creator. As always, if you don't like that camouflage that's on there, you can remove it. Otherwise, if you want to see some of the other stuff that it might feature, well, maybe checking out their Fent pack is a good idea. You never really know what Chris and Riley are going to be up to or what secrets that they are hiding. They haven't told me anything, so I know about as much as you guys do right now. Either way, super pumped for it, and yes, I am going to bug them to give it to me early so I can show you guys. Next up, let's talk BC Bueller Farms and their Ford Versatile 4-wheel drive tractors pack. Sad news, unfortunately, the Ford branded versions of the tractor will not be coming to Mod Hub. However, BC Bueller has been working to remove the Ford branding from the textures to create a separate version for all platforms. Now, the reason it was submitted in the first place is because there was already a New Holland Ford tractor on the Mod Hub, which apparently Giants weren't aware of. BC said in his post that apparently they were not aware of it until he asked why that one was allowed, but his wasn't. Regardless, we will be getting the tractor and everything that it comes with, however, we just won't see the Ford branding on it. Next, we got a new mod from Rawson Mods, JCB 8030 ZTS Mini Excavator. As far as I can tell, this is a brand new mod. You may be familiar that we've had a smaller John Deere for a couple years now, however, this one, very cool to see. Rawson Mods has kind of made a habit of coming out with some pretty interesting JCB mods, so usually they've got something that's a little quirky or maybe a little bit fun to them, so I'm excited to see what kind of surprises he's got for us on this one. And yes, as with all the mods that we talk about, unless I mention it further, all of them are for all platforms. Now here's one that we just talked about for the first time last week, Carl TG and his Forest Machinery pack. Now, on Friday last week, we got to see a forwarder for the first time, and today we get to see it. He's made a lot of progress over the weekend. Currently, he's done with the front part of the forwarder, the cabin, interior, and all of the decals. Everything is done, at least in the front half. The last things he needs to do are the back pieces, the crane, things like that. Now, if you know Carl's mods, he does have a self-made forwarder that's already on the Mod Hub. However, this will be part of a completely separate pack with all kinds of goodies in it. And the next one will be a 12-wheeled forwarder. Oh, I can't wait. If you're looking for some new tillage tools, well, Exablode Mining may have something for you with their Case IH 4090 and the Crumbler 110. As far as the 4090 goes, we'll have single wing wheels or tandem wheels on every axle. We'll have an optional scraper, US yellow slow-moving vehicle triangle, EU white striped marker, so we'll have multiple different regions there. We also have a rear hitch and 3 decal options. We have a white Ford 90, a classic Case IH, and the Hungarian Afterbrand. Aftermarket. As far as the Crumbler 110, he doesn't really have many ideas for this one, so it does not include any configuration options, at least at the moment. In a later update, he does plan to add multiple different sizes. That way, if you got a big build, you can use big machinery, smaller build, smaller machinery. At the end of the day, it does appear to just be a disc and a roller, but still very, very cool. Great tillage equipment here. Next, we got some more tillage equipment for you guys and a closer look at JHHG Modding's new collaboration with Hillco, their HC 1010 84-foot Harrow cart. Now, we first talked about this one about a week ago, a little bit more than that, and we got some screenshots of it in-game today. He's also got some AI-generated screenshots as well. If you want to check him out, link below, you can see those too, but I won't be showing them off here. So we got some specs to talk about. It's going to cost 62 grand, 6.6 ton weight, an 84-foot working width, that's 25.6 meters. Also, we have a 12.5 mile per hour working speed, or 20 kilometers per hour, and it's only 250 horsepower required. We'll have a realistic folding animation animation, separate animation on every single chain and Harrow tooth selection. We also have visible detail like bolt threads, welds, clasps, zip ties, things you would expect from JHHG, as well as realistic stickers on flexible hydraulic hoses by the Continental brand, separate change position particle animations. Don't know what that is, but it sounds great. And realistic values like prices and weight. We'll also have 871 movable elements on the mod itself. It's going to be super, super detailed. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and you have a main color configuration as well. Again, to see all of the screenshots that were shared, check out JHHG, link below. Now moving on, we got a placeable to talk about from ICAS, their new Barndominium with 2 residential floors. It's also got a big garage on the side fit for 2 vehicles, so not absolutely massive, but we do have a larger door and a smaller door. Now, it may look like everything is done. However, ICAS does say it'll probably take until the end of the month before everything is ready to go. For now, we just get a teaser of the outside, but we will get some more screenshots soon. So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know when we got them. Here's somebody I didn't expect to be talking about today. Argsy Gaming, our buddy from New Zealand. What I did? This man has started work on his new map, Winchester, New Zealand. Currently, all we've got are some custom buildings that have been modeled, as well as some AI splines from around all the tracks and farms, so, AI worker stuff. Not a lot of information yet. However, good news, he is planning it for all platforms, so that's awesome. Argsy's already got a couple mods on the mod hub. We got the Anywhere Object Storage and the New Zealand Fertilizer Pack. However, this will be his largest project to date for the mod hub. Ooh, this is so exciting. Something else exciting. Now, this is going to be a PC only one, so just a heads up there. For Farms of Briscoe, Saxlingham 4X. If you played on the map that's on mod hub right now, it is for all platforms. It's a standard 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer, and Saxlingham, I would probably say, has been one of the most successful maps that we've seen, at least in the English community so far in Farm Sim 25. Now, the announcement of the 4X version was made about a month ago, and I totally missed it. I apologize. However, we've got some updated information today to share with you, along with some new screenshots. These specifically are from Newton Flotman and St. Mary's Church. If you go over to Farms of Briscoe's YouTube channel, he does have a video that was just posted a couple days ago talking about the map, and in the description, he's got a lot of information, like the Newton, which simply means new town. Also, the church that is on the map, or will be, this one right here, says that it dates all the way back to the end of the 14th century. So we've got some quite interesting things that have been added to the map. Currently, these areas are the only thing that we've got to look at. However, it is very, very exciting that we've got a big version of Saxlingham to look forward to. And lastly, today from Oxygen David, we get to see the main farm on his Witcombe Park farm map. As of this past weekend, he says the main farm is now complete, and it is a big one. You'll find plenty of storage, full dairy setup, and a sizable cow operation, perfect whether you're planning on animal-focused playthroughs or going on the arable side. Every building is fully placeable right down to the farm junk itself, so you can remove, rearrange, or rebuild the entire area to suit your own layout and style. Most modders would make a Witcombe Park placeables pack and then use that as a required mod. However, Oxygen David's never done that in the past, and I don't expect to see it here either. As far as I know, the map is still planning to be finished up this month. Oh yeah, and just a funny thing, I don't think this is going to be on the final mod anyway, but he says if you get a job contract from the Oxy NPC, you better make sure you don't fail. That's awesome. And you're awesome for hanging out with me today. If you'd like to see anything more about these mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Happy Monday to you. We will see you later. Peace. Wow, the Super Bowl was certainly interesting and very boring, to say the least. At least they started scoring in the fourth quarter, so there's that.